Quick turnarounds, folks. Twister and VindicareX, 1-1, going to the ace game, the rubber match. We're going to see who is going to go on to face Love Nest in the finals of the first ever Western Front Armies Cup. It's been fun. It's been shaky. You know, it's everything we expected from the brand new factions. You know, players just figuring out their way. We've had epic games, and we've had just face stomps. But that, you know, that's how it ought to be. It's a metagame day, D-Day +5. These guys are figuring out the factions. There's a lot to learn. They gotta get all those hotkeys programmed into their fingers, so it's like riding a bike. You don't need to think about it. You gotta get this upgrade, that upgrade, find out which one beats which one best. It's been a pleasure to watch these two highly skilled players, though. 1-1, and Twister's going USF, and let's see, Vindicare. What did he choose? Is my overlay right? Is he?
Okave.
He's Okave. Okay, so bang. There we go. All right, let's see it. You know, it didn't work out for him as Oster. Let's see how it plays as Okave. I'm going to take everybody in game and go right ahead and send it.
Okay, so we're going to unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, once again, fighting out of the West. You know, it's the same guy on the same faction playing for France. They're through in the World Cup. Let's see if Twister can go through to the finals. He is the USF. And his opponent, very nice, his opponent also has one game under his belt. He also is representing a country whose team is still in the World Cup. Yes, thank you very much, representing the US of A, but this time playing the Okave. It's VindicareX. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right. I'm glad that we get to see Vindicare give it a shot with both Axis factions.
Yeah. There will be a lot of trouble. I know, like, a lot of people going on about, like, oh, Okave, very useless. But the thing is that they're actually very, very difficult to get the knack of them, right? Because they've got a lot of units that are very specialized. They don't have many generalist units. You know, when I say generalist, they have units that, you know, do loads of roles. A lot of their units are very specialized. So the problem with them is to try and pick the right unit to use and having a good mix as well. It's not you can't really spam one unit in particular to win games, unfortunately, with them. Because, like, their Obersoldaten, for example, really good anti-infantry, they have no capability to kill vehicles at all. The Flak half truck as well, some ability to kill light vehicles and infantry, but, you know, some good anti-tank will just beat it no problem. It's got very weak health, you know. Puma as well, not very good against infantry, very good against vehicles. So you have to keep that in mind. You know, you may be, when you spend fuel, you might only want one type of fuel unit, and you probably need 2 trucks as well. So you have a good mix of units that can deal with various threats. Volley fire is active. Let's see what Twister does. Let's see the magic he does with this thing. Hopefully he'll target the other squads now. Yeah, he does that now. Stone Pilot. Yeah, so this is why I was on about.
One squad suppressed, but Vindicare's coming with everything. There's no way, even with that ability, they can handle all of this. Can they? Are you kidding me?
He red-pinned all of them.
He red-pinned all 3 squads?
Yeah, you have to manually target it, each one. So.
How do you flank it? What? Ipkai.
The best way to do it is
what do you do?
What you should have done is when it was activated, is to wait for that one squad get pinned and fall your others back until it ends, and then you go in.
And it's, what, 15 seconds, so...
15 seconds, yeah. So don't go all in at once, because that scenario will happen with the way it is now. Obviously, I think it's too strong, but you know that's.
But Vindicare also played it totally wrong.
Yeah, he shouldn't have run in there all at the same time. You should have waited for that one squad to get pinned.
Right. Yeah, which makes perfect sense. I mean, knowing that that can happen, then he did it absolutely the wrong way. So you know, we cannot base any kind of balance opinions on what we just saw, because the player played it wrong. So, you know, those are things that we're going to have to watch develop over time.
Yeah. But I mean, the unit as well, the rear echelon, they'll have a little, like, icon in the top left of their portrait that'll tell you that they've got that ability active as well. So
yeah,
always,
and there was some text, you know, some volley fire text over them as well, I think.
Yeah. So that's what you have to try and do. Try not to go in all at once to avoid that scenario. Not saying that it's, you know, easy. It's easier said than done, obviously. But yeah, that's what you have to try and do with it. So these stone pilots, they're not going to have a good time here. Yeah, the rifles will be able to focus them down. Yeah, nice damage.
They're out in the open too. They shouldn't even be in this fight. They're just they're ganked. They're going up against too many enemy infantry with no cover.
Yeah, and these Volks are in trouble as well now. Rear echelon being backed up by rifles, and this is a really strong type of build. If you go like 2 rear echelon and 3 rifles, you have 1 rear echelon each squad, but you have like the rear echelon with your units as well, with your mineline riflemen, and that helps you win these engagements so easily. And so you can be like, you know, go by without resistance.
Well, with the help of the Kubelwagen, Vindicare is going to have a little bit more success this time, but he loses a Volk squad. Perhaps he looked away for a second to Micro in the center. I don't know, but that was an expensive loss.
And Twister's trying to focus down that Kubel, but yeah, he retreats in turn. And we got the Lieutenant out from Twister, and he's getting the M20 instead this time, instead of the M15 anti-aircraft half-track. Let's see what he does with this unit.
This is your favorite unit, right?
Yes, I like it a lot. It's probably the best scout car in the game. It's got 50 cal. It's got a lot of health. It's got quite a good amount of armor. You can lay mines. It can have like concealment smoke as well. And when the crew gets out, they actually come with a bazooka, so it's got some AT ability as well.
Surprise! And
yeah,
so,
exactly.
now can you upgrade skirts on it? Tell me a little bit more about all of its abilities.
So when you upgrade the skirts, that increases the health by 80 hit points, takes up 240 hit points, and it doesn't double the armor. It increases the armor by 1.5. So the armor that it has, it's like 11, gets multiplied by 1.5, and that increases the armor.
All right, sure enough, so, Twister is upgrading the skirts right off the bat.
Yep, 70 munitions, so always a good buy.
And so these mines for 60 munis are pretty wicked, right?
They're like the telemines, you know, the ones that the Ostia like. Yeah.
But do they trip against infantry too, or just tanks?
No, infantry do not trip them. It's only vehicles.
Oh, okay.
So that's a good tool, because you've got this psychological tool, because you've not tripped any mines. You go, I'm not going to build any minesweepers until your vehicle hits the mine, and it also always immobilizes as well.
Oh.
It can one-shot a lot of light vehicles, but tanks as well, even like a King Tiger, for example, if it runs over it, it'll get immobilized. It's very strong mines.
And he's got smoke pots, and like you said, the crew can get out and they have a bazooka. Good grief.
Yeah, it's a really strong unit to get this early on.
And
very
the crew
strong
can repair it too, right?
Yes.
They can hop out and repair it.
Yeah. So you see Twister's planting these mines down. So it's one of these units that I think gets really strong depending on the player controlling it. So here comes the Puma. Oh no. Hopefully he's seen the mine go down. Oh no, he's not going to chase, is he? Yes, he is.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti.
No, no, he's fine. But just be super careful now.
So do you think that Vindicare knows about those mines? I mean, do you see any animation when they're going down, or do you just see that thing sitting there?
You'll see like a build bar, you know.
You do. You see the build bar in the enemy unit. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Also as well, you know, the Dockerson does use that as well. His brother, so maybe he probably knows about it too. Maybe how strong that unit is, because I'm guessing like the two guys, you know, they're brothers. They probably play with each other in a scrim fashion. You know, so they practice a lot.
So how did that squad get double vet already, the crew?
Yeah, because it's done enough damage. What is that crew actually has got a really low amount of veterancy that it needs. Oh, and Vindicare sweeping those mines now, so we're sweeping them up.
So he did see it. Nice.
Yeah,
he's trying to sweep them.
No, he swept them.
Oh, okay, they're gone. I think you're a second ahead of me. Okay, you must have froze. 8 minutes, 01, 02, 03, 04. Okay, well, it's all back repaired again. That was a nimble save by Twister.
Yeah. So yeah, that M20 basically, well, any vehicle crew, they've actually got a really low amount of experience needed to get to like Vet 3. But when they get to Vet 3, the experience they accrue continues. So say, for example, this M20, say you have it survive all game. Mm-hmm. When you build a Sherman, you can take that crew out, put it in the Sherman, and that Sherman would probably be about Vet 1 or Vet 2, I think.
Nice.
So you can transfer the vet across. So like say this vehicle does really well and you want like a really good Sherman, you can do that.
So how does it separate like crew vet and vehicle vet?
The crew vet is basically it always has the vehicle will always have the vet based on the amount of experience of the crew that enters the vehicle. So say you have a Vet 3 rifle squad and you've been
so the vehicle
really
doesn't get its own vet?
No, it's dependent on the amount of experience the crew has that's in the vehicle.
All right. So like even if what about when I'm Vindicare now and I look at that M20? Do I know that it has any vet, or is it like secret, or can I see?
Yeah, you do, because it's got the yellow bar. You see that yellow bar? It's got. You can tell.
I've seen a yellow bar. Let's go over to Vindicare.
On the portrait. On the portrait.
Oh, really? I have to look there to see the experience?
Yeah, that's how much.
Oh,
that's how much experience. Yeah.
I also can see the little vet. Okay, but I have to select the unit though.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah.
So it's kind of like
it'll get stars.
It's like StarCraft in the way, like when you're fighting against StarCraft, to see the opponent's upgrades, you have to like select the unit and then read the upgrades. So it's kind of similar to that, or am I just totally off base?
No, you'll see the yellow stars when it does get vet. You'll see like the stars above
it has
the unit
vet.
as well.
It's got two.
Yeah, it does have vet.
Three vets.
But the vehicle itself doesn't have the vet experience. It's the crew. So if the crew, it depends on the amount of experience the crew inside the vehicle has.
Right. So I'm just saying that for Vindicare to recognize that, you have to select the M20
to see how much vet the crew has. I mean, the vehicle has.
Yes.
Yeah. To know how much vet, but then you can see it's already vet 1. So you see the star now. So he knows that's vet 1. But the crew is vet 3. But that's because the crew has.
Damn it!
It's a bit confusing. Yeah, I know.
My point is that you can't just see it unless you select it, the crew vet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't
that's the only point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
And that's kind of similar to StarCraft.
Yeah.
In that you have to select the units to see how much bonuses they have. You know, like what level of attack or defense. Okay. All right. Learning things. And so I'm still not totally clear on, like, okay, so the crew's triple vet, but now the vehicle's got a star of vet too?
Yeah, no, it's because the crew has enough. The amount of experience they have is enough to bring an M20 to vet 1. That's it. So like if you see like
so they basically so it doesn't actually have its own vet. It's them when they get in it. It's a vet 1 M20.
Yeah. So I mean, say you had a vet 3 rifleman squad, you could put that in the M20 and it would get vet as well. Oh. Yeah. So that's how it works.
Okay, I'm so glad we had this conversation, and I hope if you guys are all out there Ami noobing, that's fine. I don't even care because I'm learning stuff, and I'm sure others are with me learning stuff because this is not exactly intuitive. I mean, I'm glad that we had this conversation. You know what I mean? And ironed out some of the specifics of this.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how the vehicle veterancy works for the Americans. So like, say for example, you get a Sherman, you could put your Vet 3 rifle squad in the Sherman instead of the vehicle crew. Ooh, that could be a nice grenade.
Suddenly the Sherman is like Vet 1 or Vet 2 or something. Ooh, annihilates those folks. Okay, got it. I think I've got it, Ipkai.
Cool.
Thank you very much. On behalf of all the other noobs out in the arena today, in the Sunday Night Fights of Arena, I thank you, Ipkai, for that diligent explanation. And sometimes, you have to tell me like 5 times before it sinks in.
No problem. No worries. As long as the message gets through in the end, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what counts. All right, well, Vindicare's putting up a much better fight as OKV than he did as Wehrmacht.
Yeah, the problem with Wehrmacht is trying to survive until you can get your Panzer IV out. Because when you get the Panzer IV out, then America start having a lot of difficulty then. But that's easier said than done. But these Fallschirms...
This insane fight. 2 Fallschirm squads. Now, with Fallschirms, I mean, he's fighting next to the house. Would he have been better off in the house or not?
Probably better off just not calling them in. To be fair, there's too much DPS,
really?
Too much firepower in here.
Now that house, like the northern face, has got a window and a door. So does that mean only one dude will shoot out of that face of the house?
Yeah,
because they only shoot out of windows, right? They never shoot out.
Yeah, only windows, not out of doors. And this Puma's they're
getting wrecked.
Yeah, this Puma's getting chipped away as well. This captain.
How is this Fallschirm ever going to escape? He's trying to save them with the Sturm Pioneers. The Fallschirm's dead. He also has an MG facing there. Twister's getting insane amounts of vet. These guys are very resilient.
Yeah, officers actually, they also get experience from nearby squads as well. So that makes them vet up really quickly. Something as well I didn't mention before, the captain's actually got a few special abilities. One is that he can, do you know, like in COH1, like the German officer, he can supervise buildings so stuff builds quicker. There's a captain, but he's also got this other ability called On Me, which helps...
On me!
Yeah, it makes like nearby squads jump to his position.
Jump. Oh, yeah, they all like collect around him. They rally to him. Yeah,
they all rally to him. And that can be used to break suppression as well.
I've never seen that used before.
No, but there's only the once as well. And also
let me know if you ever see it. I want to see it. I've never seen it before. I've only heard of this thing.
But it does not. It's not like suppression immunity. It only breaks it, and then it can still be reapplied. It's not like heroic charge like the Fritz had.
What was that? A grenade?
Yeah, the nice pineapple grenade.
Wicked. I didn't even see the throw animation. I can see where this is going. GG. Aw, Vindy. Aw. He was putting up a good fight, but I mean, yeah, he took a lot of hard wipe losses, and I guess he's just fed up. He's frustrated. Rats.
But he did well. I mean, the problem is he just got. I think he lost too many squads. Really, that was the problem he had.
Good luck against Jeslin, he says. Little does he know. Little does he know. The Jeslin has fallen. Wow. Yes. Okay, Bravo Twister coming back after being down 1-0. Check out these units. There's the captain, triple vet, with supervise and on me, which I can't wait to see. And we've got the lieutenant also with trooper vet. He had upgraded nades, smoke screen nades. I didn't see him throw any smoke screen nades. This zooked up triple vet crew. He's probably repairing that M20. It's nice to see that in action, and I really appreciate that we had that vehicle crew vet discussion. I learned a lot. I'm not ashamed to admit there's a ton of stuff I don't know, and that's the first step to learning, Ipkai. All right, so one more for Twister, 2-1. He will advance to fight Love Nest in the finals. I don't have the replays yet. We're going to grab those. This break will be a bit longer. I'm going to grab some sugar, maybe make a coffee. I don't know. I need something. But this one will actually be like a proper 5-10-minute break. 5. Our breaks have been quick, right? We're getting good at this, right? The turnarounds.
Oh yeah,
we're like an East Village rock band. Like when they first go on the show, you know, to do a gig, they take like 10 minutes between songs. They're like reading their set list and tuning their instruments. That bores the hell out of people, man. We got it nice and tight now, Ipkai. We're in rhythm. Vaughn Ivan's in the chat. What's up, Vaughn Ivan? Shout out for Vaughn. That's probably your first ever on SNF. Well, except for when you were playing the games. I couldn't avoid you then now, could I?
I know.
Resin's here. OPV's here. Katatoff.
Yeah, and Vaughn is linked to the Steam charts, and apparently at one point there was nearly 14,000 people playing COH2, which is really good.
Whoa! We're eclipsing peak numbers from Co1. That's awesome. All right, This is for the Uniderlanders. Go Orange. Tomorrow it's about Germany. On Tuesday, it's about USA, America. Okay, folks, like I said, 5-minute break. Daniel D subscribed.
Thanks, Daniel D.
Daniel D subscribed. Love Nest, Man Dead. All right, you guys rock. We'll be right back with the finals of the ESL WFA Launch Cup between Love Nest and Twister. See you soon.
All right, see you in a bit.